So
Yeah.
this was at the time, was it an undergrad degree,
It
an
was
internship
a
route?
yes, it was a undergrad degree. It was the internship route.
Got it.
So wow, that's such a long time ago. I think it was you had to work about 1,600
Hmm.
volunteer hours, internship hours
Hmm.
over the course of 2 years. But working in the training room, like you easily surpass the
Hmm.
1,600. Like you probably hit like 3,000,
Yeah.
easy,
Yeah. Yeah.
easy. But luckily at that time, we got they fed us. The football team fed us.
Hmm.
Thank you, UH football. They fed us breakfast. They fed us dinner,
Hmm.
which was key because there's no way you had another job working in the athletic training room.
Yeah. And so thinking back on it, because, it was, well, the profession has evolved in a good way, right?
Oh
But
yeah,
thinking about it, back then it was a lot of internship hours, which helps you tremendously clinically, of course,
yeah.
all of the people that, I look up to that went the internship route, your guys' clinical skills, is like, that's what I learn and pick up from all of you guys. So explain a little bit to, maybe people that want to get into athletic training, future students, or even people in a program now. Explain, what was it like? What were some of the big lessons that you've learned that has helped you even to this day going that route?
The big lessons throughout my life. Everything cumulatively is you should love what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like this athletic trainers, we work long hours. Sometimes we work holidays. We don't see our family. But that's usually when you're starting off as an intern and someone has to do it and that's
Mm-hmm.
usually the new people. You gotta wanna have to care, yeah, about people. That's the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not robots. We're like, oh yeah, I'll fix you. I'll fix you.
Mm-hmm.
But you genuinely care about people and you want you want to help them, especially with like injury wise. Let's just talk about injury wise.
Mm-hmm.
But you still need a knowledge base. You cannot be like, oh, I would help you. Let's do this without not knowing what to do. Like, oh goodness. But like the learning never stops.
Mm-hmm.
The learning never stops. I know we have to do our 50 CEUs every 2 years um, to maintain our certification. But you learn lessons every day. Like I don't think there's a thing as everything,
Yeah.
especially in this profession. You have not seen it all, and
Yeah.
you kind of welcome it, like the easy stuff, not the hard kind of stuff. But when things get difficult,
Mm-hmm.
we're prepared,
Mm-hmm.
always prepared. But if you like athletics, if you like being around athletics, and you're not the stars on the court, on the field, but you like helping people, you like being around it. There's all kinds of things to do in athletics. You can work in admin. You can become an athletic trainer. Now I know it takes longer. You have to get your master's in it, but if that's something that interests you, then by all means check out what the prerequisites are. Go talk to athletic trainers.
Mm-hmm.
Bite. We're all nice. We're all nice. No one ever asked us what we do. They just assume we just tape in ice.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk story. You see someone with a fanny pack? Oh, I have a fanny pack.
Yeah.
Especially when they have scissors. Yeah, talk story with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hook you up. Come watch a game with them.
Yeah.
It's just so good. It's just so fascinating to be able to get someone back to play when that when they first started, like it
Mm-hmm.
was kind of dismal, and their mentality at that time was it's very catastrophic. So you have to use all your skills that you learn to not just rehab his injury physically, but also rehab him mentally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
there's so many things, and that's very true because even we're in 2022 already, right? Athletic training, it's more known, I would say, but still yet not a lot of people know exactly what athletic trainers do or what kind of our skill set is and how we can help people, right? And that's something that I think all athletic trainers, you know, advocate for the profession. Still, there's still a lot of work to be done. And the reason why it's interesting to hear your perspective too is because I kind of have similar experiences in that I didn't know what an athletic trainer was until I was 23 years old. Yeah, that was the first time I knew or heard of athletic training. And that was the first time I met people like my advisor now, Dr. Stickley, Eriko Kazaki, Brian Wong, you know, all of the UH staff.
Wow.
So even growing up playing sports and all of that, even in this day and time, I think a lot of athletes, they don't ask or they don't know what services are provided. And like you said in a little earlier, is that sometimes these injuries, you know, the family or people just don't have the right resources or knowledge that they might kind of think, oh, it's not as big of a deal as what it actually is. And because of that, you know, athletic trainers in the community or other sports medicine professionals, we have to try to provide those resources just to help them, right? So that it doesn't become a problem later on and they can do all the sports that they love to do, right?